way ahead, which is good. Others are a little behind, which is, well, it is what it is. And it's not bad. So, all right, so we're doing this part right here. I did provide a video, and you're going to create a circle. Did anybody remember what the dimensions were? Was it 1,000 by 1,000 or 1,500 by 1,500? 1,000 by 1,000. Okay, let's go ahead and increase it to 1,500 by 1,500. All right, so for those of you who already started, you don't have to do that. Just keep it the way it is. It's okay. Okay, so 1,500 by 1,500, 72. Let's go ahead and press OK, create. So there's several things you're going to learn in this lesson. First of all, you'll definitely understand layers, and you'll definitely understand a few things. So the reason I have it at 1,500 is because we're going to create a tic-tac-toe on this screen using guides, okay? Okay, so my math geniuses, what is 1,500 divided by 3? All right, good. So let's go ahead and, first of all, does everybody have a ruler? Who does not have a ruler? You don't have a ruler? Okay, if you don't have a ruler, go up to view, view, okay, view, and then select rulers. Or just press Command R. R as in rulers, okay? So once again, go to View, okay, View, and then go all the way down to Rulers. View and then Rulers. Arbor, you good? What's going on? What happened? Okay. It feels like you do you. Okay. All right, now also what I want to point out is that you can actually change the top part. So if you right-click on the top part, okay, so way up here, right-click, you'll notice you can actually change it to centimeters. Check it out, and then you can change to inches. Then you can change to millimeters. So you can change it to picas, whatever that means. I always believe the United States should go to the metric system like the rest of the world. Okay, it makes things so much easier, but we have to be. We're only one of 2 countries that do it. By the way, extra credit. If you can find out the second country that keeps the same weight measurement we have, send me an email. You'll get 10 points extra credit. Okay, which is the only 2 countries that does not use the metric system. All right, something to think about. Okay, let's go back to pixels. Now, on the right side, what I'd like you to do is go on top. Click and drag down this guide. And you'll notice there's a number there that's going down. As you see, it's increasing as I'm going down. See that? All the way down, go to, what was the word? 500, right? So let's go down to 500. And if you go to 501, 508, doesn't matter. Okay, even 499, there we go. But if you're stingy like I am, you want to hit 500. And then you let go. All right? All right. So where does the next guide go? If 3 divided by 1,500 is 500, where does the next guide go? Geniuses. Okay. Lewis, I need you to get off the games and let's do this, please. Okay. Everybody, no video games now. All right. So what's the next one? What's 500 plus 500? Okay. So then go down 1,000, okay? All right. So we have 500 here. This is down at 500. The second one is down at 1,000. Now, we have to do it going left to right. So click on the ruler here. Click it and go. Same thing, 500 and 1,000. So what you got to do now, and by the way, if you mess up, like say, I have it here. Click on the move tool. Okay, select put the cursor over like it's straddling and continue forward. And then I would use a ruler on top, okay, or follow the numbers, okay. There you have it. So now we got a perfect tic-tac-toe. Let me know if I can help you in any way, or Seal can help you. Anybody need me to Pretty self-explanatory. All right, that was a crazy expo. I ended up, we didn't get out till like 9. It's too much. Okay. So now what I'd like you to do is create 9 layers on your own. Remember how I showed you how to do that? But in case if you need a little reminder, down below, remember there's a plus sign here? Okay, just click it 9 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because we have 9 boxes, we need 9 layers. I see Damien finished his. I see a lot of people finish theirs. Awesome. So what I'd like to do now is for every one of these layers, and I'm going to go ahead and have you work on it, okay? And I'll give you about 20 minutes to do this because it shouldn't take, actually 15 minutes. And then what I'd like you to do is create perfect circles. Okay, so what you do is you go on top of here, click on the marquee tool, okay, or the elliptical tool, okay, elliptical marquee, click on that. And then make sure layer 1 is highlighted. Layer 1 is highlighted. And then what you're going to do is press and hold the shift key. Okay, let me go and write this down for you. Okay, so make sure, let me see, okay. So after you created the guides, okay, you want to make sure you choose the elliptical, boy, how do we spell elliptical? Marquee tool. Okay, and then highlight the layer, okay, where the circle is going to be. All right, there we go. And I guess I should kind of make this bigger for the people back here, okay. All right, and then to make the perfect circle, okay, perfect circle, you press and hold the shift key, shift and drag, okay. Select the elliptical tool, marquee, I spelled marquee wrong, duh, it's not clean. Okay, marquee tool and drag. I spelled it wrong. Key and drag. Okay, so let me show you what it's all about. So I click here, press and hold the shift key and drag. See how perfect circle that is? Perfect circle. That means you select the marquee tool. Uh-oh, I hear my voice, that makes me nervous. Okay. So let me just go ahead and do this. Okay, shift and drag. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is, okay, so you guys may think that it's a good idea to go ahead and keep clicking here. Let me show you a better way. Okay, you can right click inside the marching ants. Okay, you can right click here, and then you can actually choose fill. Good old fill. Okay, you can do that. Instead of clicking on the color bar, the color tool, click here. All right, and then up here you have a choice. Choose color. Choose color. We'll get into pattern and history and all that stuff. But right now, choose color and then choose. Make sure you select the slider first, then the body, and there you have it, and press OK, and it does it for you. So that is, okay, that is the first layer here. All right. Okay, everybody, let's see, it's 10:28. That poll's right in front of me. I'll give you till 10:29 to come up the first circle. But make sure the marching ants are still marching. Okay? Make sure the marching ants are still marching. But let's say oops, the marching ants are gone. What do? Well, I go to history. I go back down here, and I click on the next step up. There they are again. Yay. Okay? All right, so everybody here with this? All right? Now, click on the marquee tool. Okay, click on the marquee tool. Put the cursor over inside the marching ants. Watch this. Click and drag. Okay? Same circle. And then go ahead and, but before you do anything, you gotta choose layer 2. make sure you choose layer 2. Okay, so you've got a new circle to fill. Okay, go ahead and fill it. Okay, and you got to click, unfortunately, you got to click color twice. Okay, so this time you may want to do this. Click OK, press fill. Now I'm going to choose layer 3, move it over, right click, fill, and then choose layer twice. This time I'll choose a little green for money, gotta love money, right? All right, then choose layer 4. So you see, it's the pattern is, okay, after you fill, select the layer, okay, drag the circle, and then fill again. Okay, and then start the procedure, start again. All right. So everybody go ahead and do that with 9 circles. Each circle has to, if you make a mistake, hit the history button and undo it. Okay, so right click, fill. All right, click dice, there we go, gold. Okay, there we go. And you'll notice that there's these little pink guides. Whoops, man, that was bad. How did that happen? Okay. So you notice that there's these pink guides that kind of line up with the previous, at least it should have it. If not, then let me know. Okay, so I'm trying to, okay, so, right click fill, layer 5, and then let's choose color again. This time I'll choose a red. There we go, press OK. I'm gonna move it over, select a new layer, right click fill, and let's choose, this time I'll choose, let me choose black. There we go, right there. And, okay. Now you can fill it with a thing called pattern, if you like, but we're going to go into pattern a little bit later. Okay, so if you want to do it now, I've got all these patterns here. If you click here, you got trees, you got grass, but these are patterns down here that we created on our own in a previous class. So if you want to use that, feel free. So you see that it kind of goes that way. But oops, look at this. I made a mistake. I got 2 circles in the same layer. Okay, that's the bad thing. So I go back to history and I undo. I go back up 1. Okay, notice that the marquee tool is marching. So now I fix it. I go to the new layer and then I right click fill and I do it again. Okay, press OK. And then I go back over here. All right, and then I'll go here. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill it again. This time I'm just going to choose a regular color. All right. Okay, let's see. Purple. There we go. Okay, so everybody got this? All right, go ahead and do it. I'll give you, let's give you 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll talk again at 10:40. All right, so good job, everybody. Looks like everybody's got it. So now what I'd like you to do is on the layers palette, okay, starting from the layer 1, I'd like you to double click. We can actually name our layer. So if you double click on it, you see that? What I'd like for you to do is go ahead and name this based on the color that is closest. So you can put, like say, pink upper or first row left. See that? So pink, first row left. All right, pink, first row left. Then right here, layer 2 would be blue, first row, mid, okay? And then this one over here would be green, first row, right, okay? And then layer 4, which is this one right here, okay? You can put, say, yellow, okay, second row, or you can just put second, you don't have to put row, the word row. Second row, left, okay, and then right here, you can just put red, second, and then middle, whatever, and then right here, black, second, right, okay, and then this one is, I guess that's sort of like a neat, what is that? We'll put navy green, just put navy, and then third row. Speaking of the military, we have a guest speaker from the military going to be coming in next week. Left, okay. And then what you can do is just copy this, okay? So notice I'm copying this. And then I go to the next one, okay? And I paste it, okay? So this time all I got to do, this one would be more yellow. Third, and then mid, okay? And then let's do this. So that would be purple, right, third, right. Okay, so this is the first, second, third row. All right, so, and I'm going to go back down here and just change the names to get rid of the word row. Okay, so there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so everybody do that, please. Okay, time is now 10:49. I'll give you till 10:51. Ways I can apply like a drop shadow or an inner, outer glow and all that. So Asil, are you watching that? Okay, because you have to help people do this. So if we go to layer, or I'm sorry, style. I'm sorry, layer, layer style. Layer style, and then you can choose all these things right here, drop shadow. So I'm going to start with that one. Click on drop shadow, and notice already there's a drop shadow. And I can control things, see that? Look at that, I can control the drop shadow from here. Make sure that the blend mode here is normal. Gotta make sure it's normal. And then you can do distance, and you can do spread. You just have to play around with it. There's really no way to kind of explain it. All I gotta say is that I'll be looking at opacity. Now, if you ever look at a shadow, okay, if you're, in the summer months, if you look at your shadow, there's no such thing as a pure black shadow. Okay, that doesn't exist. It's either gray or dark gray or something, depending on the day, the time of day, and how much intensity the sun is. But of course, we live in this area. We live in the desert, so it can get pretty warm. But your shadows are never pure black like this. So if you have a shadow like this, okay, that doesn't make any sense. It kind of is sort of like this, okay? So I'm going to press OK. And notice what happens. It tells you right here underneath that layer what effect. Now I'm going to go to my second one, and this time, by the way, I don't have to go to layer style. I can just go to down here. You see where it says FX? Okay, right down here. There's a thing called FX, and if I click, it'll give me an option. Okay, so next say I want inner glow. So I'm going to click here. And now, you notice already there's something there. So now I can just increase the opacity, I can decrease noise, which basically kind of gives it a weird little, kind of like pixelates it. All right? Huh? Oh, sure. If you click down here, like this, like the first way I did by the menu, but if you want to do this, like FX, click here. And then I chose, I think it was inner glow. Yeah, inner glow. Okay, so click that. And then I have this dialog box here. Okay. And again, you kind of have to push it aside so you can see what's happening. So the opacity, I might increase the opacity so we can see more of it. Increase the noise, see that? All right, and then you can actually, like I said, I'm not an expert in this, but you can actually, I'll be right there. Okay, you can actually click on, now you can, listen, feel free to experiment. Feel free to do whatever you like, okay? It's all good. You can click here, you can click there, whatever the case may be, okay? So, then press OK, and then you've got the inner glow. See, it tells you. Now here's a cool thing. Let's say you want to edit. You just double click on it, and there it takes you right back. So I'm going to give you another 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. We'll stop it. All right, and the very last thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and put a word in each one of these, okay? So the words will have its own layer and its own style. So let's just say, I'm going to go ahead and click on my pink first left, right here. Okay, so if you notice also, when you click on the eyeball here, it disappears, okay? So a lot of you guys put in a lot of layers. Let me show a way to identify a layer. If you click on the move tool here, and I move it over here, let's say, I can right click, it'll tell me exactly which layer that is. You see that? Same thing here. And if you click on it, it'll take you to that layer, which is very helpful. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create, let's go ahead and, I'm going to press T, okay, and I am going to write, okay, what am I going to write?
The KFC ads.
KFC? Okay. How about if I write Skibidi? How do you spell it? Skib?
Oh, Skibidi?
S-K? Alright, whatever. I might have spelled it wrong. Dude, I don't know. This is... Okay, so I'm going to do that, okay? So there it is right there, okay? It's right on top of the green, okay? And so you see, notice that when I press on the... So they're right together, okay? And what I'm going to do now, even with this, I'm also going to add a layer of FX. So I do that, I click on that, and I'm going to put in stroke. See that? And I'm going to move this down. Okay, hopefully, so maybe in the outside. Opacity, color, let's do black. And yeah, there it is right there. See that? That looks totally cool. I hope I spelled it right, but I don't know you guys' language. So I'm going to press OK. So what I like to do, the last thing you're going to do, okay, and you're going to save this. Let's go ahead and save it inside your, let's all do it right now. Let's do File. Okay, let's go to Photoshop, go to File, Save a Copy. Okay, so no matter where you are, we got to do File, Save a Copy. Okay, go into your intro graphics, all right, and then create a new folder. Let's see what we're going to call it. U4L2, I think, U4. Okay, let's create a new folder right here. U4L2. Okay, U4L2. U4L2, and then call it circles. Okay, U4L2 circles. Let me do it again. So you did File. Save a copy. Okay, this by the way is your first major grade. Click on New Folder, then click on U4L2 Circles, okay? Circles, and then press Create. And then on top over here, you see where it says Untitled PSD? Type in Circles, okay? It doesn't have to be capitalized. And make sure the word layers is checked. Make sure the format is Photoshop, and then press OK. I'll leave this here for a while, so you guys can see for about a minute, okay? Actually, a few seconds. Anybody need my help with this? Okay, okay. Where's the seal? Oh, okay. So, raise your hand again. There. There. If you can help him save it. All right, because I need to move forward. Okay. Okay, so Michael's being taken care of. So press save, and you should have it. And just go ahead and do that. All right, so now, the rest of the period, I need you to put in words, okay? And then save this again. So this time, all you gotta do is do File and then Save. and you're good to go. Okay, so Skibbity, I don't know what else. I'll put Hague. And by the way, try to come up with different fonts. All right, maybe you can even do this. Listen, check it out. Check it out. You can do this black, and try this. Give it an arc. Give it a special effect. Give it an arc. Okay, see that? Bam! Look at that. And try to. And let me think if I could, maybe if I shrunk the size, there we go. Okay, there we go. So you can do that, okay, give it a different color. Okay, have fun with it. That'll be the rest of the period. Once you're done, save it. Okay, make sure each and every one of these should have its own effect, okay? So, let me go ahead and press on right here. Huh? Press drop shadow. There it is right there. So that's pretty cool. All right. You can also do things like a smiley face. So if you want to, okay, so you can, right here, you can press. You can do something like this. Okay, increase the size, okay. And then once you're, okay, you can click here and then try to rotate it. So it doesn't have to be all words, it can just be this. Okay, use different symbols. There we go, okay. But make sure you have an effect. This time you may want to put an outer glow, okay, an outer glow. These are always cool. The outer glow, see, look at that. Pretty cool, awesome. Make sure, again, your blend mode is normal. All right, so there we go. Okay, everybody try it. That'll be the rest. Once you're done, save it, and that's the class, okay? Hope you had fun.